Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am PANCZASU, the mighty mix spammer, and as usual I'm going to check if the audio is recording, but this time I'm not even going to pretend that I'm going to edit this out because I realized I'm too lazy for that and it only takes a second anyway, so yeah. Recently in one of my videos somebody asked me about strategies in an Inferno versus Heaven matchup because as we saw in my previous video, Heaven is quite powerful. Well, I thought, okay, since I have so few subscribers, I can do whatever they want from me, because I'm not that much of a busy person, and there are two more things. One, I passed the deadline for my book, so I'm still... It's okay if I don't finish it till the end of this month, so I might as well make a videocast. And thing number two, well, I just finished watching the last episode of Changeable Pair with Sunny, Yuri and Hyuna before they left, right? And it was quite tedious, to be honest, so I have to think of something else, I guess. And making a videocast always is good. So what I did on this map is I created an ultimate alliance versus me, which means that three AIs playing as Heaven, only on medium difficulty though, were teamed up against me playing as Inferno. I did this because I wanted to make our armies as big as possible to try and simulate a similar scenario with a human player. Now, I'm not sure if this is the final stand for my opponent because, as you can see, there is this little shade of another town over here, and I have a suspicion that this is the main town of my opponent, not this one, and this means that I'm not even fighting his main army, or that I simply caught it off guard. Either way, I hope this is going to be a difficult battle, and that I will be able to showcase you how I deal with Heaven when I play as Inferno. So let's jump into the battle right away. Some epic music, as usual. But you can load now. It's interesting how this game loads so slowly when the fraps is on, but yeah, bad. There is no bad. It's simply surprising and kind of strange, and etc, etc. Now this is the first time I'm actually forced to conquer a town, so I did not even was able to set up my units, but that's good because I'm going to talk over through how I set them. So the first unit I'm going to place is Annihilator. Now there are a couple of reasons for that. First, he's got a bonus versus buildings when he's charging, and this is very important for breaking it through the main gate. Second, he's got his taunting ability. Can you see that? No, of course you cannot. Well, I'll show you this later. But what's important, he's got a lot of HP, a lot of defense, and he is forcing nearby enemies to attack him and him only. So with a couple of protective spells, maybe some regeneration spells or life drain spells, he can soak up the damage that otherwise would really hurt your other more fragile units. So this is a very important tank unit for Inferno, especially versus Heaven, and I hope you're going to see this out by yourself. Now, wait a minute, I can't see everything because my microphone is right in front of my face, and oh, I dropped it, sorry. And I cannot see the monitor at all, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to put the pit lords over there and Cerberai, that's, yeah, I think that's Cerberai, how I'm supposed to call them over here. Now, I can see anything because of this microphone. I think I put it in a wrong spot. I mean, I always put it over here, but maybe I changed something, or I don't know, it's just so in my line of sight. Hold on a minute. Let's start the battle, but I wanna just fix the way I sit. Ow! Ow! Stop it! Ow! Stop it already! What a nerve! Okay, so I guess we both are doing kind of the same thing. Fireballs all over the place. And this is not comfortable though. Okay, I have no idea what changed. Maybe my microphone grew up this night or something. I don't know, sorry for that. So, one spell I just picked up because I just recently reached level 15 is this spell. I have no idea, unfortunately, how it's called in English, but it's generally the burst spell that forces a unit to attack the nearest unit with a bonus damage and does not even interrupt its attack. A very powerful spell, especially useful against Heaven with Heaven's damage immunity aura. Or not aura, but well, you know what I mean. So, first of all, however, I'm not going to use this spell, I'm going to use this... How is this called? Maybe I'll be able to figure it out. I have no idea. Hellish Fires? That doesn't sound good at all. But what I will try to do right now, as you can see, the nearest unit of my opponent that will have a turn is those light allies or whatever they're called. I have no idea. So if the spell hits them, immediately it will transfer to another unit. So I should hit them, right? Wrong, because I want the spell to bounce from somebody else to this unit so I can deal even more damage in a short period of time, because this spell has unlimited duration, but it bounces as often as it can. So I'll target this Marksman and hope that the spell will channel into those lightning creatures, whatever they're called. And I was lucky, so now the turn will come, they would take damage and pass the spell to somebody else yet again, so it will deal more progressively more damage in the same turn, which makes this spell a very powerful one. Actually, I believe it is my favorite blood ability spell from the first tier. I mean there are probably some better ones from the second tier, but still, first tier it is very powerful, and I hope it will damage the gate. It did, for 3 points of damage, that's not bad. And see that? It bounced right off. Ow! Holy wow! Who am I fighting against? This is a powerful enemy. I think I just struggled against a main army. But that's no problem, I have tier 3 in it. And it dealt almost no magic whatsoever. No, well, that happens. Now, you dear sir are just going to go up front for no reason. I want you to take damage because the more damage those guys take, the more damage they deal. So it's kind of masochism-like, but it's very useful. Now, those marksmen, they are worrying me quite much because they'll be able to fire before my Lilims will, which is a very big problem because they deal the same damage no matter how far the enemy is. And as you might imagine, this is going to hurt me a lot. So I know my units are going to get stuck, but I want to move here so that the marksman will not be able to, you know, pierce through all of my units at the same time. Just a couple of them. Right, so you go over here. Yeah, they should not be able to pierce any of my units. Maybe here they will be able to pierce my pit lords with somebody else, but let's hope for the best. Ah, it's gonna hurt! 3 pit lords at once, you got to be kidding me! Wow. Wow, how many of those I lost? 44 and 11 of... Number one, a killing thing for me, I guess. Can I... Yes, actually, I can already freeze them. Do I want to do that? I definitely do, because they are scary. Quite frankly, they are really scary. Now, this ability has been severely nerfed. If those units get any damage, they are not going to be unable to perform an action anymore, which is a really big debuff for this ability, but it's still pretty useful. So we're gonna see how it works. And that's a very nice turn you have there, Griffin. I have no idea why you didn't move over here in the first place, but... Oh! So, I taunted her, but it didn't work because she's too cool for that, I guess. Well, it happens. Now, I'm facing a difficult decision. Should I cast a healing spell on my pit lords, which deal a very big amount of damage, or should I rather start wreaking some havoc on my enemy's team? Let's see which spell charges up. Oh, I only have one of that. Okay, so if that's the case, I'm going to heal first because I can only cast the Berserk spell once, and I do want my pit lords to be as powerful as possible. Also, I do want to make sure that those... There you go, that those marksmen are not going to be much of a problem for me anymore, so I'm going to do everything I can to block them. That's a very nice hack you gave to that gate, I guess. What? Wait, whoa! Wow! I have no idea what was that. That's the first time I've seen this ability. It's probably a Tears, or rather a blood ability for this hero, but I've never had it. It looked kinda cool. And... how much did it heal? 114 life? Well, that was a waste. I should have casted the Berserk spell. That's too bad for me, I guess. So, I'm losing a ton of units, not as few as I expected to. To be honest, I'm kind of worried. Okay, I'm not worried, but... wait a minute. Attacking will not do me any good, will it? No, let's wait. I'll use the Dementor to destroy the gate. And the group is out disrupted. This something that with this thingy. Yeah, my English is so pro. You should be proud of me. Now the thing that is very good about those breeders, they steal mana from my opponent, and that's something I'm going to abuse a lot, because as you can see the opponent is really using his spells a lot, and this is gonna hurt. They're gonna go through walls, aren't they? Yes, they are indeed, and they're going to attack my Annihilators. So good I have so many of them, otherwise this would hurt, but this time... Well, it's still gonna hurt because I forgot that actually I cannot counterattack this attack. Counterattack this attack, that's nice. Neither this one, because yeah, that's the charm of those Sun Crusaders, but I can kill them anyway with my Cerberai. Actually, so many. How many did I lose? 77, and I worked so hard on getting them. Wow, they really have not a lot of health. That makes me sad. Then again, well, Sun Crusaders are the worst, so I guess it's kind of worth it. Now you, dear sir, will destroy this gate so that my tormented can go in. Sounds about right. Ow! You still was able to hurt me? Oh, you bastard. I hate you so much. How did you actually do that? When did I deal damage to you? I have no idea. The computer is cheating. Nah, it probably isn't this one time, but still, I'm kinda angry. Now, who is... Oh, she's a powerful unit, and I'm not going to have to worry about Marksman anytime soon, so... Yeah, I think I did a wise decision in attacking the light elementals. I have no idea how I'm supposed to call those guys, girls, whatever, because ow, this hurt a lot. Luckily, I can still do damage, and my unit is far more powerful than you. However, there is far more of them than of me, because to be honest, Praetorians and the downgrades are, in my opinion, the worst tier 1 units in the game. They are decent, but they're bad. Which means that they're not actually decent. Well, you know what I mean. But... Oh, you had to walk through that, didn't you? I guess you did. Okay, so let's think who I wanna enrage. Who deals a lot of damage over here? You? You don't deal that much of the damage. Actually, you don't deal any damage. This is a bug, I guess. Because you're supposed to deal some damage. But actually I'm curious, this unit has this magic debuff on it, the burning one. I wonder if I give it another turn by using the best ability, will it channel through this other spell? I gotta try it out. No, it will not, but still, it's gonna do not a lot of damage. And it was stupid of me because they did not even counterattack. Oh well. I wonder if it will look cooler if I use this perspective. Unfortunately, when you siege a town, there is this thingy that you... No matter how you place the camera, it's not going to be placed perfectly because you're sieging a town and those walls are quite big. So they kind of screw up the camera quite a lot, but still it's going to be decent. Yeah, it was kind of decent. My opponent does have a lot of abilities with light magic and what was that? Oh, that was the prime magic, I see. I don't care too much about prime magic, it's not that scary to be honest. And even the implosion doesn't either look really cool and is not too powerful either, so what's the reason for implosion? I mean really, usually it was such an awesome spell and now it isn't. Right, so let us... Wait a minute, where are those Praetorians? I cannot attack them, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'll just wait, because there's nothing else I can do that will be in any way useful. Now, you, dear sir, are still going here and owning those guys, please. Yeah, there we go. Those, I really love those guys. They do not cost a lot of money and... Hey, Griffin! I was busy talking and you interrupted my talking sequence. Anyway, so I love the Tormented because they deal a lot of damage. They have really cool ability that attacks everybody in an area and they do not provoke our, counterattack when they use this ability. They also deal more damage the more damage they are dealt to. So overall, they are really an amazing unit, a cheap unit, and I think they're kinda underestimated by many players in my own honest opinion, they're the best tier 2 unit for Inferno faction, and the only reason I was focusing on this game on Annihilators more was because I needed them, needed that taunt ability for fighting in not Inferno, Haven faction. And because this is actually a seed battle, I'm not even using this ability as much as I should, yeah. As I could rather, not should, because I'm doing the best I can. It's simply hard to get through this gate when a single unit is blocking it. I can still deal, or rather steal some more damage from it. That's always good. And it's gonna hit! Another 2 pit fins, you got to be kidding me. I repeat myself, I know, but I seriously do not care. This hurts a lot. Honestly, I'm starting to think I might have done a wrong thing. I should have waited for this ability to charge up to its full level and then copy my pit lords so that I would deal much more damage to the enemy, because each time they counterattack everybody who ever attacked them. And this would be so useful right now. Unfortunately, it's not gonna happen, so... Hey! Hi there! I enraged you, and now you're gonna kill me. I really should cast some life drain on those guys. I mean, they are such an... I mean, I'm not even sure if they are an amazing unit, but I simply... You know, I remember how they were in Heroes 5, and in Heroes 5 they were really one of my favorite units ever. They were so cool, especially in the... What's it called? White Hordes? Well, you know, the last expansion pack, when you could have the alternative upgrade for those guys. I loved it so much. I was just rushing into an opponent and tearing apart all of his units. It was so cool. I mean, really, you cannot deny this. You cannot. And I want to do damage